Hey traders, happy new year to you all. I pray this year brings you all the success your heart desire. So this is our first post this year. We're going to be doing the weekly trade planning session for the week commencing the 19th of January 2025. Before we begin, I want to reaffirm your need to be consistent in whatever you feel is right, and especially in trading. Because, as you know, and I've said this many times for those that have been watching my videos, successful trading is knowing what to do and doing what you know consistently. So, guys, this year, be consistent in your trading, be consistent in what you know that is right, and everything else will fall into place. So, we're going to start by doing the portfolio selection. What I mean by that is we look at the currency strength index. I like to do something simple daily or we can do weekly, daily, and 4 hours. But because my trading is based on intraday trading, okay, we don't do long-term trading. So daily 4 hours strength is actually good enough, okay? And I don't look at all the pairs. The pairs we're going to be looking at today will be the CAD yen, the pound dollar, the dollar yen, euro dollar, dollar CAD, and the euro CAD. And as you can see, I've already compiled this information into a simple uh, table like this. So we can see the dollar is strong, the cumulative at 42. The CAD is mixed. We have the CAD strong on the daily chart, but weak on the 4 hours. That's giving us minus 35. The JPY is strong on the daily and the 4 hours. Then we've got the pound and the euro that are weak. Okay, so basically we compare these pairs together and look at them basically from the chart so that we can know what we want to do. The idea is to follow the direction of the trend. The best trend is the one that falls into the right place with the currency strength. If it is weak, something like the pound dollar, you can see the dollar is strong and the pound is weak. We want to see the price confirming this information as well. So let's kickstart this. We're going to be looking at the CAD yen first on the 15 minutes chart. I've already drawn the waves on this one. This is very simple. Higher low, lower high. Then we have a structure. As the structure, I'm just gonna use that. Okay. Then we have 1, 3, 5. Then after the 5, we should be expecting what we call a correction. So what I mean by that is after a momentum low like this is a momentum low. The 5 is a momentum low. I haven't actually edited my lines. I changed after the new year. I deleted some of the lines because we need to. So momentum low. And based on our methodology, we expect a change of character and a break of structure after a momentum low. Simple as that. That gives us 3 waves. I've done a lot of videos or training on what to expect when trend is at the low, okay, because people will take profit and this could lead to a trend changing pattern or just an ordinary correction. So we expect with the CAD yen, okay, we've seen the first change of character. We expect another move to the upside. At least the minimum move that we're expecting is above here, okay. Then we can reassess when that happens. So as long as the price remain above the momentum low from where we are right now, we don't want to be selling this. We want to be looking for an opportunity to buy the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. So that is the CAD yen. Then the next one we're going to do is the pound US dollar. So I haven't drawn the waves on this one. I might as well do it now. Okay, the pound, as we know on the portfolio selection we did, this is a bearish market, even though we have this potential uptrend here. But what we can see on this chart is this, a break there followed by a pullback and a low and a lower higher high, which is a structure. Okay, that gave us a low here. This is ABC move for wave 4, and we're expecting a continuation of the trend. Basically, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're expecting 5. This 5 is not complete yet. We have a higher low, and this is a structure 1, 3. It could fail because it's possible, because we have 3 here. Okay, it could fail, and you want to be looking for, this will be a valid buy. Let me see that again. 1, 1, 3. So break of 2 fractal back. Let's use this high as a potential pullback in the pound. You can go long above the 121.869, and remember I said this is a short term intraday trading. Okay, we will do another analysis on Tuesday. If we break above here from where we are right now, we can have, this is a valid, if the price stop here, this is valid because we've seen the wave 3 of the swing. So that tells us that the sellers are already moved the market down. But if price starts to break below ABC, below here, this will be the best area to sell. But you have to pay attention to the wave structure, because price is currently in a sandwich here. You can see how long that price took there. Okay, so we say that is a sell price point, which is 121.60, but the trend in the pound is still to the downside. Any buying that comes in here is a potential, is a reversal basically, and a reversal does not mean the trend is changing. Okay, so that is the picture. You see, this price is not going anywhere. We may see a breakdown or we may see a reversal. Okay, we just have to follow the price by looking at the internal waves to see where we want to position ourselves into. All right, so that is the pound US dollar for the week commencing the 19th of January 2025. The next one I'm going to do is the US dollar Canadian dollar. I was looking at this yesterday. This is powerful. See this last move, I'm not going to predict it, but it's very strong. Okay, and when you see a move like this could be a climax, but also we can see here, this move here came below 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 higher lows, which are internal structures. Okay, don't chase this at the high, and I'm saying this now because we have, if we count the waves from here, this is very important what you're doing now, because so we have a structure, then 1, 3, 5. This could be a continuation of the trend, because this is now a reset point 0 and this is 1. So the best trade you want to take is to at least the next move, if you want to take the card from where we are right now, buying is not an option because price is at the high. We want to see a fade down, then we can take the trade in the direction of the trend. If this thing, however, come down and break this low, okay, we're not gonna jump into it. We wait for a pullback and we sell. Okay, but the selling is not a trend change. Let me see what happened here. One, you might see a move down, but this is your failure point here. You have a structure, this wave structure too. That's the failure point. If price come below there, then this low is likely to be traded. Okay, so that's the picture in the US dollar, Canadian dollar. The price has given everything to the upside. There's a reset here, which can lead to a continuation move. So technically, this is 0, this is 1. You want to see a 2 for a bullish move, okay, that failed to take this low. And if we see a break like this, okay, then we can buy. That will be a buy there, that one, okay. But if that did not happen, if price come all the way down and break this low or this low, then you know you have a potential for a deeper move to the downside. But you are not going to short here. It's always good to wait for the second pass, because that will give you the best stop loss and the best profit targets, okay, or risk to reward ratio. So this is an alternative scenario, okay. But we don't know, we don't have a crystal ball. I'm just giving us different scenarios of how the price can develop, okay, during tonight or tomorrow trading day. Okay, so that is the US dollar, Canadian dollar. The next one is the dollar yen. The yen and dollar are closely matching on they're very strong actually. If you see the yen is coming above, the dollar is kind of coming down a little bit. On the 15 minutes chart, they just side by side, and the yen is very strong on the 4-hour chart. So we have to bear that in mind. What we have now is, from an analysis, I believe this thing will still give us another move to the upside before a correction down. If we look at the other yen pairs, we will see that that actually is the case, because they all move in the same way. Okay, so we don't have any structure here. We have this as a lower high, then a fade to the downside, then we add this as a structure, a pullback, a high, then this becomes structural point, then wave structure 1. Okay, and we've seen a pullback, so we should expect at least one more higher high above here before we can look for a selling opportunity in the dollar Japanese yen. Okay, because price has given us a nice downside move. Okay, it's the same thing on the card as well. Structure 1, 3, 5. We've seen the change of character with this one. We've seen a break of structure, and we may see another move to the upside, because counting this wave, this gave us straight away 0, 1, 2, 3. And once we see 3, there's more than 70% probability that the 5 will come in. All right, so, and that 5 will give us a nice move to the upside. One thing I haven't done is, actually, let me use the Fibonacci for this one to see where we are. Okay, that's giving us a different picture. Oh wow. Okay, this here, if price stays below the 61.8, we may have a move back down, because this move here has already given us a higher high which satisfied the 5. Okay, let me make this big so that you can see. If we look at this, we've come above this internal structure, and that's a higher high, that's a higher high. If price stop here and start coming down, that has satisfied the 4 to 5. And if they start to break below here, you're not going to jump in. So let's do these scenarios again. If price stop there and break here, we're not going to jump in and sell. We'll wait for a pullback that failed to take this high, then we can look to sell from here. Or if you want to be super cautious, you wait for a break of any of these two lows. That is for selling. Okay, buying this, you probably need to wait for a break above here and just let it settle, and they will give us a pullback. If they break here and they break here, that gives you a better entry, because that will be 1, 3, 5. Then this will be your reset point. Then you can take a new wave structure to the upside. Okay, that is the bullish scenario. Buying here when the price is already at the 3 and we can see the 5 has already been made here. We don't want to be buying here. Okay, you wait for it to break if it's gonna break, and let the reset come in. That reversal will give you a better entry for a buying opportunity in the US dollar Japanese yen. So let's do the euro and the pound dollar looks the same. Let's do the euro card, and that will be the last one for today. I was looking at this yesterday. Price is currently breaking higher, but this actually, the move down here, 1, 3, 5, this is a trend changing pattern in an uptrend. Okay, I've got 3 minutes to wrap this up. This move here for the internal waves, this is a trend changing pattern, and we've seen 0 A B C 1 2 3 4 5 1 5 2 5 3. Where we are right now, this is actually a good trade. If we break below here, below 148.60 area, we don't need to wait. We can sell this, because that will give us a small stop loss just above here. The reason I'm saying that is because of this information that we had during the pullback here. Okay, and that will take us to this point first. If price breaks lower, then we'll have another level here. Okay, for the upcoming sessions, Tokyo and the London session. New York session, we will be able to see what is going on, whether this has actually moved. But the key to this euro card is the Canadian dollar strengthening. Okay, we can see it has been discounted nicely, and the price is coming up on the 15-minute chart. And if this move persists, then the euro card will be a good sell, the card yen will be a good buy, and the US dollar card will be a good sell as well. So that is it for today, the 19th of January 2025. I wish you a successful trading week, and God bless. Take care.